From intense gunfights to big team battles and extraction-style missions, this Delta Force mobile game is trying to offer it all. But does it actually deliver? Delta Force Mobile is aiming high. It offers a blend of tactical team-based combat, large-scale PvP battles, and even an extraction shooter mode. You get to choose between different game styles, which is a big win if you're someone who likes variety. There's your typical team deathmatch setup, where you're dropped into classic-style shootouts. Then there's the large-scale battlefield mode, where you're fighting with 32 or more players in intense, chaotic warfare. And if that's not enough, the game also throws in an extraction mode, something similar to games like Escape from Tarkov, where you complete missions, grab loot, and try to escape alive. And honestly, the best part? All of this is available on mobile, and it feels surprisingly polished in terms of how much content is packed in. Visually, the game is very impressive. The character models, lighting, and overall map design look way better than you'd expect from a mobile title. Some parts even feel console level, especially when you play on higher-end phones. The animations are solid, and guns feel weighty and satisfying to fire. Explosions and sound effects are punchy, though not perfect, which we'll get into later. But overall, if you care about how a game looks and feels on your phone, Delta Force Mobile does not disappoint at first glance. However, not everything runs buttery smooth. On some devices, especially mid-range phones, performance can dip. Players have reported frame rate drops during heavy action or while loading into matches. So, while the visuals are great, stability still has room for improvement. Now, let's talk about what really matters in a shooter: the gunplay. Delta Force Mobile does a decent job here. Guns feel responsive and satisfying. The recoil, bullet spread, and aiming mechanics are done well for mobile standards. You get the feeling of actually needing some skill, not just tapping and praying. One major positive is the gun customization. You can tweak your weapons with different attachments, scopes, grips, barrels, and more. This kind of loadout system adds depth and lets you play your way, whether that's stealth and precision or going loud with full firepower. The customization feels meaningful rather than just cosmetic. It can really change how you approach each fight. When it comes to leveling up, unlocking gear, and grinding for better loot, Delta Force Mobile has a familiar progression system. You play matches, earn XP, unlock gear, and slowly build out your arsenal. But of course, it's not all sunshine here. Like many mobile shooters, there are some monetization elements that pop up. While not entirely pay to win, some players feel like the grind is a bit steep if you're not spending money. It's the usual issue. If you're a free player, you're going to have to put in a lot more hours to stay competitive with those who pay. There's no energy or stamina system blocking your playtime, which is a plus. But the real issue comes in the form of weapon unlocks and upgrades that sometimes feel designed to push you toward microtransactions. This is where things start to take a step back. While the visuals are polished, the sound design feels kind of weak. Gunfire often lacks the kind of impact you expect. Some explosions sound flat, and enemy callouts or voice lines can be repetitive or low quality. This matters more than you think, especially in competitive play. Good audio can help you detect where enemies are or when a grenade's about to explode. Here, it's a bit hit or miss. So, while it looks great, the lack of strong audio cues takes away from the full immersion you'd expect in a tactical shooter. One of the biggest concerns players have right now is with the game's anti-cheat system. Delta Force Mobile uses a very aggressive anti-cheat that runs at the kernel level, basically the deepest part of your device's system. While this may stop more cheaters, it also raises a lot of privacy concerns. Players are worried about how much access the game has to your device. If you're someone who cares about digital security and privacy, this might be a deal breaker. It's a tricky balance, fighting cheaters versus respecting user privacy, and right now, the system feels a bit too invasive for comfort. There's no denying Delta Force Mobile borrows heavily from other shooters. The game has a little bit of everything. Some parts feel like Call of Duty, others like Battlefield, and the extraction mode is straight out of Escape from Tarkov. While that can be fun at first, it also means the game struggles to feel like its own unique thing. Some players say it lacks a true identity. If you've played a lot of shooters before, nothing here will really surprise you. The question is whether that variety is enough to keep you playing long term. If the game can keep adding fresh content, balance updates, and new maps or modes, it could build a solid following. But right now, it's relying heavily on things we've seen before. So, is Delta Force Mobile worth playing based on demo? If you want a tactical mobile shooter that gives you multiple game modes, strong visuals, and decent gunplay, then yeah, it's worth trying out. It's especially good if you enjoy switching between fast-paced action and slower, strategic gameplay. But if you're looking for a fully polished experience with top-tier audio, strong originality, and absolutely no pay-to-win pressure, you might end up disappointed. The game is promising, but it has some rough edges that still need serious attention. Also, the aggressive anti-cheat system is something to think about. If that kind of deep system access worries you, maybe skip it for now. Thanks for watching this review of Delta Force Mobile. If you're into shooters and want to try something new on mobile, it might be worth downloading. Just keep your expectations in check, especially around monetization and long-term content. If you like this breakdown, hit the like button and subscribe for more simple, straight-up game reviews. See you in the next one.